Chainalysis, two probably still active groups account for $1 billion in crypto hacks. A report outlined by blockchain analytics company Chainalysis has revealed that two hacker groups have reportedly stolen $1 billion in cryptocurrency, the Wall Street Journal reports on January 28. According to the new report shared with the Wall Street Journal, the two entities, which Chainalysis calls Alpha and Beta, have received the majority of the money lost in cryptocurrency scams. Furthermore, the Wall Street Journal cites Philip Gradwell, the chief economist at Chainalysis, as saying that the two organizations are probably still active. However, the aforementioned article also quotes Chainalysis admitting that there is a chance its analysis is incorrect, and that the company has not been able to determine the group's identity. The report purportedly states that Alpha is a giant, tightly controlled organization at least partly driven by non-monetary goals, while Beta is a smaller and less organized heavily sanctioned organization heavily focused on the money. The stolen funds were reportedly transferred an average of about 5,000 times before being converted into cash through online exchanges. The two groups operate differently. Alpha reportedly begins transferring the cryptocurrency from address to address immediately, while Beta tends to wait for up to 18 months, letting the publicity around the attack fade away. The report notes that Alpha converts about 75% of the funds within 1 month on average, while Beta cashes out 50% in just days after their self-imposed waiting period. Those funds sometimes go through regulated exchanges since, as Gradwell explained, after so many transfers, even those exchanges with anti-money laundering structures have trouble noticing that they have received hacked proceedings. As Cointelegraph recently reported, a link to a phishing local Bitcoins clone website had been placed on the official local Bitcoins forum, but the attack has since been stopped. Also, news recently broke that as much as $16 million worth of Ethereum, ETH, and ERC20 tokens were stolen in the mid-January hack of New Zealand exchange Cryptopia. Desktop crypto asset manager Ledger Live launches mobile app version. French cryptocurrency hardware wallet manufacturer Ledger has released a dedicated mobile app for some of its products, the company confirmed in a blog post January 28. Dubbed Ledger Live, the app previously available for desktop is now available for Android and iOS mobile devices, the company reports. According to the blog post, the app allows users of Ledger Nano X wallets to use their wallet without the need for a cable via their mobile device and a Bluetooth connection. The first incarnation of the app primarily serves Nano X holders, while those with older Nano S or Ledger Blue can currently only check balance information, in what the blog post refers to as consultation mode. The company promised full functionality would roll out to all users at a later date, but in the case of Nano S, they would have to use an Android phone to communicate with their wallet. The Nano S does not have Bluetooth, thus users will need to purchase a USB on-the-go, OTG, cable. In the future, Ledger Nano S users, Android smartphones only, will be able to transact as well through the use of an OTG cable, the blog post explained, adding, "We are working on having the same features for the Ledger Live mobile app as the desktop version." Ledger's app shares some similarities with competitor offerings such as Trezor's Bridge interface, which the company rolled out across its wallet family last year. Trezor is currently more geared to desktop use, with its app-esque Trezor Manager having only limited functionality by comparison. The mobile push comes as hardware wallets increase in popularity among savvy cryptocurrency investors wary of the security dangers of so-called hot wallets. Cryptocurrency exchanges continue to see hacks of user funds, while the community has recently stepped up efforts to underline the importance of controlling funds to non-technical users. This week, major exchange Binance released the first details of how its forthcoming decentralized exchange Binance DEX will feature hardware wallet support. India, Bank Blockchain Consortium targets improvements to small business financing. Banks in India are collaborating on a new blockchain platform to remove financing hurdles for micro, small and medium-sized businesses, MSMEs, local daily news outlet Economic Times reported January 28. A total of 11 banks, including second biggest lender Kotak Mahindra Bank, State Bank of India and ICICI Bank, are already meeting to discuss the implementation of a platform that will make it easier for businesses with smaller turnover to raise funds transparently. The move is being organized under a consortium dubbed the Blockchain Infrastructure Company. Credit penetration is low for the MSME, sector where the ticket size is generally believed to be between 10 lakh rupees, about $14,000, and 1 crore rupees, about $140,000, Viral Acharya, Deputy Governor of India's central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, said at a conference last week. India has sought to expand its statewide use of blockchain technology throughout recent years as a conversely hostile line on cryptocurrency persists. In June 2018, the government announced it planned to launch a blockchain project called India Chain, which would ostensibly allow private and state entities to build tools such as payment apps while keeping track of huge amounts of data. Little additional information has been released, while cryptocurrencies continue to languish in a gray area, as regulatory efforts see multiple delays. In response to the RBI's ban on servicing cryptocurrency businesses last July, Kotak Mahindra Bank recently went further than some others, allegedly blocking private account holders from dealing in cryptocurrency, Cointelegraph reported. Several days later, a similar report emerged involving India's first digital bank, Digibank. Crypto exchange CryptoCoin goes offline, claims maintenance issues. Canadian cryptocurrency exchange CryptoCoin is down for maintenance, according to an announcement on its webpage on January 28. The exchange, which has been wrapped up in legal troubles with the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, CIBC, is inaccessible as of press time. Screenshot of CryptoCoin webpage. Source: CryptoCoin. The exchange's users, some of whom have purportedly been unable to access or withdraw their funds for months, took to Reddit and Twitter. One user asked, "Shouldn't you let your customer know before taking it down?" Some users on a Reddit post speculated as to whether the exchange had gone insolvent. One commenter stated, "They will declare insolvency due to an inability to find a suitable bank to host an account and facilitate transfers." In October 2018, the exchange disputed a $19.6 million sum with the CIBC. The Globe and Mail then reported that CryptoCoin had been experiencing difficulties accessing $16.3 million of its funds since January, when the IBC froze 5 accounts belonging to the exchange's owner, Jose Reyes, and its payment processor, Custodian Incorporated. CIBC subsequently requested the court to withhold the funds and determine whether they belonged to Custodian, the exchange, or the users who deposited the funds. The Ontario Superior Court then ruled in favor of the bank, agreeing that the owner of the funds is not clearly established. CIBC was then obliged to pass the funds over to the accountant of the Superior Court in order to identify the owner of the money. The situation is further complicated by the apparent death of the exchange's founder, Jerry Cotton. A statement regarding the sudden passing of Cotton, which is no longer available as the site is down, is referenced by the exchange in a Reddit post. Following the post, some users asked for proof of death, while one even posited the theory that the exchange could not access assets in cold storage, as the keys were only known to Cotton.